So we say, we break it up and we say the root of 8 is the root of 2 times the root of 4, but 4 can still be factorized. So that is the root of 2 times the root of 2. Now that's the end of the line because we can't get, the root of 2 is not a perfect square. It can't go further down. Okay, that's the simplest form. So that's the first part. Now how many pairs do we have? We have one pair and then the root of 2. So this pair will make 2 and then we have the root of 2. So we're going to rewrite that as 2 root 2. Now we haven't forgotten about the x to the 5. The x to the 5 is the same as the root of x times 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 the root of x 5 times. Okay? Now we can pair them up too because root x times root x just gives me x. And root x times root x gives me x. And that stays root of x. So if we write this, we'd say 2 root 2 times x times root x. And if we just put them all together, this becomes 2 x squared times the root of 2x. And that is the answer. That is that simplified. That is a simpler way in which we write it. And if we look at the textbook and we just make sure that we understand on page 430 exactly what is a radical. A radical is in its simplest form when all three statements are true. And what are these statements? They are: the expression under the radical sign has no perfect squares other than square factors other than 1. Okay, so if we look back at this, 3, no perfect squares other than 1. The expression under the radical sign does not contain a fraction. There is no fraction involved here. And then lastly, the denominator does not contain a radical expression. Okay, in this case there is no denominator. When we go to fractions, we'll have to look at these things. Okay, so we're aiming for making it as simple as possible. And that is what we do in this section. There are 1 or 2 more movies in this section to come. Bye guys.